What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Yesterday, Bitcoin sold off down to around $64,500. So, did we just see the top for Bitcoin as well as the stock market? And what other uh, commodities are doing well right now? Plus, I wanted to talk about who may be selling Bitcoin and what that could mean for the crypto markets in general. All right, guys, if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And let's get started. So, yesterday, Bitcoin sold off down to around $64,500, tapping our line here that we had from this previous inverse head and shoulders. And this morning it is bouncing back up, going up to $66,700. So is this a buy the dip opportunity, or will Bitcoin go lower? Well, over the long term, I think it is positive for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. But here in the short to midterm, we need to take a look at a couple different things to see what is going on and if we have just entered a risk off environment. So in order to do that, first of all, we're going over to the S&P. This is a SPY, and it is attempting to fall out of this ascending channel. We actually broke below it briefly, but if we close above here on the daily, then we will still be in this ascending channel. Um, so we need to keep an eye and see what is happening on the S&P. If we go to the 4-hour on the S&P, then we could see that we maybe possibly have put in an island reversal on the S&P, and so it's possible that the S&P may break down from here. That's something we'll have to keep an eye on. And for the Qs, we broke out of our ascending channel. This line is now acting as support as we're bouncing off that. And so if we break below this area and put in a lower low, then we could see some of these big blue chip companies, Magnificent Seven stocks begin to sell off. That would put downwards pressure on the markets as well as the risk on assets. What is doing good is gold. Gold is putting in a new all-time high today. This morning it touched the $2,287 level per ounce on gold. And this is good for the gold miners. GDX is doing well again today and is moving higher, as well as silver. Silver made a new high since the first time since back in early 2023. If we break above this level, silver could do much better. We see a lot of the commodities doing really well, such as um, oil and copper and energy. So a lot of these markets are doing well right now, which really for the commodities, as far as the metals, gold and silver, that means we could be entering a risk-off environment. Um, I've been very bullish on gold and the gold miners. I've been accumulating some positions there, as well as a couple other stocks. But what does this mean for the risk on assets such as the Russell 2000 and the IWM? Well, you can see we did break below this line of what was support, and we may be going lower from here. But if we could get back above that area, then for now, um, we are still in an uptrend, and this will be good for things such as some of these undervalued stocks and growth stocks, where if we see the markets, the big tech companies continue to sell off, liquidity may rotate into some of these mid caps and higher growth stocks. I think that's probably the trend for the rest of the year, but we could see a correction between now and then. We may see this over the next couple months or possibly this summer, where we see a pullback in the stock market and some of these risk on assets, which could lead to great buying opportunities. If you're interested in trading stocks, commodities, cryptos, you can do so over on Prime XBT. They have a great platform over there, and they allow you to trade all these different markets. Plus, they allow you to copy trade other successful traders. So, if you're new to trading, you can see what these other experts are doing and help you improve your trading game. Um, there is a link in the description down below. If you are in the US, you will have to get a VPN. There's also a link to NordVPN below, but they have over 1 million users, and they are in 152 different countries, and their platform is very nice. It also allows you to use margin if you want to trade crypto and use a little leverage to help build your account. You can do that over there on Prime XBT as well. And here you can see some of the markets they offer, such as Bitcoin, the S&P 500, Ethereum, gold, silver, oil. So you can trade all those as well as currencies over on Prime XBT. So, did we see a top for crypto and Bitcoin, or are we going to see more selling pressure? Well, this is one thing I wanted to mention. Vivek, shout out to him. He posted this over here on Twitter. He said the U.S. government just transferred $2 billion in Bitcoin, 30,000 Bitcoin from the Silk Road seized funds, and they may possibly be looking to sell. If so, this could drive the price of Bitcoin down. It just depends on how they decide to sell, how much they decide to sell, and at what rate. We know we've been seeing outflows on GBTC, but the inflows from the ETFs, for the most part, have outweighed that. We also have the halving coming up, which will reduce the supply. So for now, everything's still in an uptrend, and we should continue to ride that trend until the end. Um, like I said, overall, for the long term, I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto assets. I think they will really do well over the next 12 to 18 months. I also think gold and silver could do very well. But let's take a look at what could be happening for Bitcoin on the longer term. We'll zoom out here a little bit. First of all, just taking a look at this chart here, if we go down and lose these lows here of around $60,800, then we could be moving into a downtrend. But as long as we remain within this area, then we should be considering these pullbacks as buying opportunities. Um, but let's zoom out here a little bit on Bitcoin. Just go to the weekly chart here for Bitcoin, because I saw a pattern here that is quite interesting. Um, Let me get my scale adjusted right so I can show you this properly. What we could be seeing here for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Well, if you look at this, you are a technical analysis and understand trading, you could see that we may be putting in a major cup and handle. So depending on how this goes, even if we put in something like some uh, lower lows and lower highs, we could be basing off putting in a cup and handle for Bitcoin. So this would be bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. And if we just take a measured move off that, we can see, let's actually use the measurement tool for this. We could see something like a 300% return. Let's see, let's just take that and then zoom out here on the charts to get a better idea of where we could be going. I should have used this tool to start with. I'll just use this. Sorry guys, still a little new to TradingView, but if we zoom out, we can see that puts us around $300,000 for Bitcoin. So that is very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. We can also take a look at the liquidity map, heat map for Bitcoin, and on the weekly chart, we see that we still have a lot of interest up here around this $72,000 level. So the markets may want to go up and grab that liquidity. And if we get back up there, then we'll be retesting those all-time highs around $73,000, $74,000 range. And then we could see Bitcoin go much higher once it enters uncharted territory. Um, but for now, I think we need to be a little bit cautiously optimistic for Bitcoin and crypto and really just keep an eye on what happens with the stock market in general because that will kind of dictate what happens. Of course, if we see some sort of sell off in the stock market, such as maybe we start to see some sort of signs of weakness in the banks or something like that, well, that could be very positive for crypto. And if we go over here and take a look at the total three market cap, which is everything in crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, well, you can see it's still holding up. And so the market cap for the altcoins is still relatively strong. Solana is holding strong at $188 approximately. And so that is looking good. Ethereum is attempting to move back up. It's around the $3,350 range. As I mentioned before, as long as we hold this $2,900 to $3,000 range here, I think I'd still be very bullish for Ethereum as well as AVAX. AVAX went down, tapped our line perfectly, and has turned positive again today so far. So AVAX is looking good. And if we zoom out here just a little bit, take a look at the RSI. The daily RSI is moving down, um, and we are entering possibly some good buy the dip opportunities for some of these altcoins and these smaller cap stocks, such as Marathon Digital um, and some of the crypto miners. So overall, still very we're still in a bull market. We're still in an uptrend for the markets. So for now, everything is looking good. If you are interested in buying um, crypto assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, AVAX, Solana, gold, silver, you can do so over on iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital is a IRA, and they allow you to transfer a portion or all of your existing IRA or 401k, as well as these other funds, into a tax-free Advantage IRA that allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 with low cost and no monthly fee. Um, they also have great customer service. I transferred a portion of my IRA over to iTrust, and they have over 3,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google. They have been absolutely fantastic, and they have people you can actually talk to. I had to call them when I was setting my account up, and they were very helpful. If you're interested, there is a link down below. Um, so if you choose to use that, that does support this channel, and I appreciate it. Also, don't forget to go follow me over on Twitter at Mind of Financier on X. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. My name is Ryan, by the way. And so hopefully this helps you all make some better investment and trading decisions. I am more of a swing trader myself. I've said this before. So, I like to take some profits along the way, but I also like to find these trends in any market, whether it's stocks, gold, commodities, cryptos, that offer good potential upside. So that's mainly what I focus on. And so that's kind of the kind of information you will see from me over here on Twitter. So if you're interested, go follow me over there. And I hope y'all have a great day and a great rest of your week. Let's see where these markets go, because overall, I am still bullish long term on Bitcoin, gold, silver, altcoins, as well as some of these smaller cap stocks. I think they'll do really well as we see the federal rates come down and move towards quantitative easing. All right, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe out there and be legendary. Until next time, take care. Have a good day.